I'm just going to have a look round Stansted House. Don't know much about it as yet. Should have looked it up before we come. A view of Stansted House from the front. Right, let's go in. This is the billiard room.
Yes, the other thing which is notable in here is William Jamaican tiles.
Lovely.
Up there, so because they're recollecting now, and when you go into the drawing room, you'll see there's a whole cabinet of William Jamaican being lustreware.
Quite a lot of this is closed here today because apparently it's too hot. They've closed the conservatory and they've closed the upstairs because of the volunteers finding it too hot. So not too much today. At the conservatory, which is closed.
Oh, you got that.
So this is the drawing room, and this gentleman, I'm assuming you're a volunteer,
I certainly am.
has just explained to me that the drawing room termination comes from to withdraw, and that this was the afternoon retreat. Of course, they wouldn't want to follow the sun around so much now, would they, probably?
No, quite.
Whereas back then, the weather patterns would have been a lot different to now.
Absolutely, yes.
And
seasons were seasons.
yeah. Well, even when I was a child, I remember going to school in the 50s, at junior school, and in the winter, the hedgerows would be white. I can't remember the last time I saw hedgerows like that.
No, it was all very distinct.
Yeah.
You knew what to expect.
You did. You don't know what to expect anymore. The upstairs, like the conservatory, is out of bounds today because of the heat wave. Diane is taking the opportunity to have a little cool down. I think she's probably found somewhere fairly cool to relax there. At least get some idea of what's here. Yeah.
Keep away from them.
Hey?
Yeah.
Basically, it says talking and I can't follow.
That's what people do is masking as well, not participating, also withdrawing from occasions where it would be difficult. That's what my dad is very, very hearing impaired and he's quite isolated from it.
Yes, I suppose it's the same with me, but it, you know, I managed. But I could have maybe
Pretty sure the last room must have been the dining room. I'll look at the literature later. Take a walk with me and find out more about... this is the morning room. This is where the ladies would retire to after breakfast, apparently, so I was informed earlier on. And while the ladies retired to the morning room, the gentlemen would retire to the billiard room. And at that time of day, the billiard room had no sun to spoil their game. And in the morning room, you had the sun because it's east facing. And the drawing room, which both the men and the ladies would retire to in the afternoon, would have the afternoon sunshine. I would imagine if they were designing this house now, it might be designed in a different way. I think they said it was the Beale family that had this place built, and he made his money from Midlands Railway, apparently. Anyway, if you visit Standon House, you can always look up the literature yourself. Well, I've got 2 bits to do, haven't I? I should imagine this is the office.
Tomorrow is a new day.
There's a feral safe. Please do not lean on me or play me. I'm old and fragile, and I believe they consider the piano much the same.
Look at the cattle.
Wants to put that on the fire.
Yeah. Polished it up every day.
And the iron.
Oh, yeah. A hot iron. Yeah.
Kitchen, shop, and way out.
If we light it up,
Sorry, Jim. No.
I know a few people would probably quite enjoy cooking on that. Now that'll do for today. I've got some reading to do now. Well, we've had a quick skim round the house. Well, I say a quick skim, for video it is. I do like to go back after my little clips and read the literature, even if sometimes I'll skim through it. Diane's using the facilities. There is a cafe here, although we had our own lunch today. As I said, a lot of it was closed today, the conservatory and the upstairs, because of the heat wave. There are some lovely walks here. I've got my doubts that we'll do any of them this afternoon because it's probably too hot for Diane, and my back isn't as good as it could be due to the fact that I hurt it. Went to a chiropractor on Wednesday and it feels worse now than it did beforehand. Anyway, there's a bit of a flavour. This is a little afterthought to my videoing. Diane being far more observant than me, she loves chimney pots, old chimney pots, and she was looking up at them. And she also noticed
There's some more beyond that tree.
yeah, I'll have a look. A little building visible just between the chimney stacks up there. Don't know what that is. As I said, we didn't get to see everything because of the restrictions today, because of the heat wave. And as I also said, we won't be exploring any of the lovely walks. Too hot for Diane, and probably too much for my back today. So anyway, that should give you a bit of a flavour of what Stansted House has to offer. Car parking is free. Well, it was free for us as members anyway.